The Spider-Man video doesn't exist, and it never will, and I've never created a Spider-Man video. I see a lot of things recently about me, talking about me being a pedophile and me sending.
Sophie Rain has somehow gotten worse. So this is Sophie Rain, and she needs help. If you haven't seen my last video on Sophie Rain, I encourage you to check it out, but since we covered her last, she has since gotten worse. And before we dive into it, let me give you a quick explanation of who she is.
Here we go again.
To keep it simple, there are loads of OnlyFriends girls popping up in every corner of the internet with most of their content sweet and innocent, just making funny videos which is predominantly aimed at. But it gets a lot darker than this, as most of this content is used as a secret funnel to bring all of these people into their spicy OnlyFriends content. They're tricking these innocent to watching their adult stuff, and it's disgusting. And the question is, what happens when one of them goes too far? Well, Sophie Rain has done exactly that. In short, Sophie Rain has been recently exposed for using her social media to funnel people to her OnlyFriends. But the problem is, it's aimed at people. And to make matters worse, some of them are even receiving DMs from her, including the streamer Cheezer's little brother.
Little brother, bro, he's to her how she feel about that? I felt hurt. I felt hurt. And I beat the out of him. Never again, bro. I'm distancing my little brother from all these.
It clearly hits close to home for him due to his little brother being DM'd a picture by her. And just think about what would happen if the genders were flipped. Immediate jail time. But now Sophie Rain has officially responded to the allegations, and let's just say it's looking a whole lot worse than it was before.
There's been a lot of allegations online talking about me sending. The Spider-Man video doesn't exist, and it never will, and I've never created a Spider-Man video. I am aware that I have audience on TikTok. I see a lot of things recently about me, talking about me being a pedophile and me sending.
And since responding, she started posting more and more videos, finally backtracking on the immoral marketing scheme she's used since the start.
I'm not just a I'm a the backstory.
And the Spider-Man video stuff is easily one of my favorite lies of the whole response.
There's another creator on, her name is Naomi Soraya. She is the one who is Spider-Man. She is the Spider-Man video. She has owned that for quite some time now. When she filmed that video, I was actually not even 18. I did not have an when she created that video. But a lot of people were talking about how I look like her and how I was the one in that video, and it just latched onto me. Like, I couldn't get away from the Spider-Man video. Every single one of my comments on TikTok was flooded with it, and I couldn't get away from it, and I was the Spider-Man girl, even though Naomi Soraya is the Spider-Man girl. She is on Twitter. She has her own content that she puts out there. I do not put any kind of content like the Spider-Man video, and I will never put out any content like the Spider-Man video. My plans is I will never do any of that, essentially. So anyways, I couldn't get away from that. My comments were filled with it. To this day, they're still filled with the Spider-Man video comments. But it was just an accusation that someone made that I look like her, and then it blew over, like it blew up, and I could not get away from that. So it really affected me as a person.
Yeah, you clearly hated that everyone thought the Spider-Man video was you. Listen, I get it, the marketing scheme she's got going on there works, but let's think about what's really happening here. Sophie Rain posts constantly about this Spider-Man video and has been for a while, but it doesn't exist, right? Well, at least not the one with her in it. But when she fails to realize is that there is a Spider-Man video that's supposed to be her, and it's very, if you get what I'm saying. So even though it's not her, she's posting about it everywhere on social media, including her audience on TikTok, and by the tens of thousands are searching to find this video. Here's an example of it. One of her posts, someone comments, "Who wants the Spider-Man video?" Then there's 115 replies. And that's all of the comments, honestly, asking where they can find this video or saying that they've already seen it. She just completely fails to see the actual point here. While it may not be her in the Spider-Man video herself, she's still posting about it and using it as a marketing play to drum up people that search for it. Obviously, they all come across the Naomi video and watch it, but for some reason she thinks because the fact that it's not her in the video, it's fine to promote? No. It's like posting a TikTok with a bunch of watching, by the way, and telling them to go check out the most recent Lena video drop on the hub. But despite this, she claims to never promote her OnlyFriends on TikTok. This is an obvious lie, but if you don't fact check, it seems impossible to put any blame on her, and when you look at it in context, the blatant lies reveal themselves pretty fast.
Model, I do have, and I'm aware that I have an audience on TikTok, but I do not advertise my on TikTok. I never have done that, and I don't ever want to do that. Twitter is the only place that I advertise my audience. I don't advertise my audience on TikTok. I don't advertise anywhere else but Twitter.
This is literally utter bullshit. If you go to her TikTok, literally all these videos are still up, and she admits to knowing the age of her audience, and of course, in classic fashion, she lied and said only on Twitter, which is hilarious because even her entire Twitch chat was blowing up and calling her out for it. And connecting her audience directly to Instagram where she promotes it is objectively morally gross. But I guess she hit us with some foreshadowing on what comes next with this TikTok post. Because the biggest allegations are 10 times worse than those, sending DMs to as the final piece of the puzzle in her OnlyFriends funnel, and the evidence is alarming. How it works is pretty simple. She tells people to comment on her content and she'll send them free pictures. But the funny thing is, she removed the tweets that are proof of her sending the stuff through DMs after the stuff started to come out. But the funnier thing, I had it all saved before she could delete it.
Yeah, buddy! It's on now!
For example, this one says, "Sending my shower vid to everyone who says hi." And then to snitch on herself, she follows up with another tweet saying, "Make sure to reply and follow so I can DM you." With proof she's DMing people with the pictures. So the real question is, how many do you think commented on that picture? It has 4,300 comments, so I'd say it's pretty safe to assume 100 or more. And this is what I mean when I say she's promoting her OnlyFriends to the wrong audience. She's dressing up as superheroes and wearing soccer jerseys to attract a bunch of as they're big fans of that stuff, and then promises to send them shower videos. It's insanely immoral and wrong. And what does all of this cause? Pushing the Spider-Man video, promoting bad content to a audience across all of your social media, and of course, the DMing. What does this do to your mind? Well, they start to do stuff like this. They flood the comments to beg for just a tiny ounce of her attention because of the dynamic she created between them. And this isn't just a Sophie Rain problem, it's a nasty internet problem as a whole. There's no thinking when posting on TikTok and funneling them into the link in their bio. There's no thinking when promoting video regardless of who it was in the video itself. There's no thinking when using DMs as a funnel to get more people to subscribe disregarding who they get sent to. The problem is that the whole thing is immoral, and I think you're starting to realize that, Sophie. Based on how your whole journey started, my guess is you got swept up in it all, saw all the money coming in, and it just overpowered everything else. But dwelling on how we got here is pointless. It's all about what you're gonna do next. But I can tell based on your response video that you don't enjoy seeing all this stuff happening, and who knows, maybe you've been unaware of it this whole time. I'm not sure whether that's true or not. Maybe you have a management agency running everything for you. I don't know. But I do think that it's weighing on you, and I didn't make the video to cause more harm. None of my videos are for that. I make these videos in hopes that people do better. And I got one more thing to say, by the way. To all the streamers doing stuff like this, when all your audience is too.
Yes, Peter is here with me, but I wanted to come on here and address a lot with you guys. I'm only going to be on here for a couple minutes.
You're just as bad, and I hope the rest of the world wakes up and realizes how disgusting it is. But the craziest part, I haven't even revealed the worst of it yet. I tried to post a vid on here, but her PR team came after me last time and got it taken down. It's so much worse than I expected, and I honestly feel terrible for everyone involved. But I can't even show it all on here, so I just dropped the Discord and I'll have a section in there for it. But be warned, you probably don't want to see it.